And then, defensively, and then, defensively, I know that, Utah is extremely challenging, but, there's a couple loose balls that we didn't come up with, a couple offensive rebounds that we didn't come up with, and then, just some miscues defensively that any two or three of those probably would have sealed the game much easier without, that harrowing ending. But good teaching points, those are better teaching points when you win. And then we know we'll probably be in a lot more of these kind of situations, particularly on the road.
What made the offense so efficient? I mean, historically efficient. I think the note was only 19 times in the history of the Heat has the team shot 60% in the game. I mean, that's over, well over 2,000 games. What was syncing up offensively so well?
I think overall, just playing, to our style. We were playing with great pace, up until those final 5 minutes. And sharing the ball. A lot of guys were involved. Everybody felt like they could contribute, but that takes an unselfishness, of everybody to work different parts of your menu. They're, an exceptional defensive team, so you can't just come at a team like that or Gobert with the same thing over and over. You have to work, different aspects of your game. There has to be a high level of trust factor there, and then ultimately you have to make some shots. But I think everybody's in rhythm because the ball was moving. Everybody felt like they were involved, and the basket tends to get bigger in those situations.
Another special night for Tyler, obviously scoring the 29 points, some history for him, tying Goran for the most 20-point games off the bench in franchise history. I'm assuming you're never going to tire talking about how he continues to gain confidence and impact, winning with his offense and everything else he's required to do.
Yeah, and we all want it. His teammates want it. The veteran players want it. He's in a great rhythm and groove right now, and he really is more of a sixth starter for us. I don't care really. I know people do. The head coach doesn't really care. He's playing starters minutes. It's a great role for this team, and he just continues to get better, making reads, seeing how teams are playing him differently game to game. Teams are definitely have him high on the scouting report, but he's just continuing, to grow and evolve and make it tougher to scout or at least scheme against him.
So right before you get the win against Utah, your opponent tonight is trying to hold on and get a W against against Houston. They did it the way that they've been doing it when they've had success, and that's keeping teams under 100 points. They're 5-1 this year when they do it. I think 14-1 over the last calendar year when they do that. So it's obviously a point of just trying to attack that defense and score. Is it as easy as that, though?
No, we're going to have to get to our game and be relentless, with that attack and the unselfishness. Mike is a defensive-minded coach. They've had a great offense the last few years, but I think you can make a case this is the best defense they've had, since he's been there. Ranked number 2 in the league right now. They make it really tough on you, and they shift between different schemes during the course of the game. They have good big wing size, particularly when they come in with their bench. So you can't do things half-hearted. You have to do things with purpose and intention.
And finally, some really cool news. I know he's not ready to go just yet, but just seeing Max Strus's name on the injury report move from out to questionable was surprising, at least for me when I saw it. And it's got to be super rewarding for him because he's worked so hard to get to the spot he's in now. And then that injury, it probably had to obviously make him feel a certain way, even though his season's not over. Your reaction when you realize he's almost available for you?
Yeah, it's great. Getting on the plane, you could just see his spirit was lifted, knowing that he's going to be available on this road trip. It won't happen tonight, and he's going to get another great workout. But everything, with his knee has responded. Great to the treatment, to the extra work, and he'll be ready to go. He's as happy as anybody.
Coach, we appreciate the time. Good luck tonight. We appreciate it. Let's go back to paradise.
All right, Jax, let's welcome in Jonathan Zaslow. Bam, of course, has his hands full in this matchup, but offensively, Jimmy was starting the segment by saying how much Bam has improved there. With his ability away from the rim, might that force Jokic to get out and guard him a little bit more? How much offense do you need from Bam in a game like this?
Yeah, look, Bam's got an incredibly difficult matchup here tonight, but I think this is one of those games where Bam needs to make sure he's completely focused on the defensive end, okay? Yes. Because offensively, look, he got a ton of firepower, all right? The Heat are number 5 in the league in scoring. They're number 4 in field goal shooting. They're top 7 in three-point shooting. And that's really with Duncan Robinson shooting below what is, average for him. So You got big time scores between Lowry, Butler, Hero. I think Bam's main job tonight needs to make sure that he's able to go toe-to-toe with Jokic and focus on his defense against him.
Bam had 6 rebounds in the last game. Jimmy also had 6 rebounds, and his average is pretty much there. Also solid offensively, just about everybody else the other night against Utah. When you see Jimmy Zaz when he's on versus the rare nights that he's not, what specifically is making him effective than those few times that he isn't?
Well, it's when he's engaged on both ends of the floor. You know, if he's not performing well offensively, and when I say sometimes, it's really only been 2 times. You know,
right.
When he's not performing well offensively, he's let that bleed into the defensive end of the floor, and he's the first guy to tell you that after the game. When Jimmy is at its absolute best, he's engaged on both ends, okay? He gets going offensively early. That almost gets him going defensively. He's getting out there. He's getting in the passing lanes, quick hands, trying to get the steals, getting out into transition, fast break points, getting back to the free throw line. When he's engaged on both ends of the floor, especially early on in the game, he's at his best.
Heat fans, as season ticket members, we are rewarding your loyalty. Earn 150 loyalty points by opening the Miami Heat app, clicking on the members icon, and typing the code word "thank you" to the Heat family code. The offer expires at midnight tonight, so don't miss out thanks to Heat Rewards presented by American Express. Still ahead, we have more nuggets to bring you. Zaz and I have more to say, and we'll say it in 2 and 2. You're listening to the Miami Heat Audio Experience.
At Florida Blue, we are committed to keeping our Heat fans healthy. With partners like the Miami Heat, we have been able to serve over 5 million members across the state that we call home. Stop by your local Florida Blue Center to learn more about what it means to be a Florida Blue member. With over 200 plans to choose from, an exclusive Florida Blue agent can help make sense of it all and match you to the right coverage. Get ready. Open enrollment begins November 1st. Call 305-256-5480 to learn more. Florida Blue is a trade name of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida, Inc.
If you've been injured on the job, you may be having problems with your workers' compensation insurance company. I'm Philip Feldman from the law offices of Anna Jar and Levine. If you've not received your weekly compensation check, have unpaid medical bills, you would like to change your treating doctor, your adjuster doesn't return your phone calls, or if you're interested in a lump sum settlement, call me at the law offices of Anna Jar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Main office, Fort Lauderdale. How far will you go to find inspiration? Up the street? Across town? Across the country? At Kia, we know that there is no limit to a mind inspired, and that inspiration is elusive, rarely found in the same place twice. We're inspired by you, the people going to great lengths in search of new adventures, new ways of thinking, and new problems to solve. Kia is motivated to keep you moving forward by making vehicles that are more capable, more versatile, and more connected than ever. Like our upcoming EV6, with a targeted range of up to 300 miles on a single charge, and 7 innovative electric vehicles expected by 2026. And this is only the beginning. We're committed to empowering the people who will take us even further by building the tools that can help you get as far as inspiration, well, inspires. Kia, movement that inspires.
EV6 targeted range based on Kia estimated range for EV6 GT line rear-wheel drive model. EPA estimates expected late 2021. Mileage will vary.
You're listening to the Miami Heat pregame show on the Miami Heat Basketball Radio Network. Sponsored by
Xfinity. Xfinity delivers the fastest internet with the best in-home Wi-Fi experience. Call, click, or visit an Xfinity store today.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the Heat Network pregame show coming through your favorite form of listening device. The Heat have opened a road swing in the Colorado State Capitol 10 times, surprisingly a solid 5-5, but losing 4 of the last 5 when they've done this. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Miami Heat Audio Experience.
You're listening to the home of every Miami Heat game, 790 The Ticket, WAXY South Miami, WSFS HD2 Miramar, and Odyssey Station.
Well, it's 6 of the 9 games so far. Tyler has hit for at least 20 points.